Hey guys, Zyke here, and welcome back to another episode of Engineer's Life with me. Hello! And we're back into this. I did a little bit of off-cam work. By a little bit, I made a lot of it. It's just not gonna seem like it, because these two bee types suck trying to get, and I haven't quite got them yet. I don't know how I feel about bees. I think if I started it sooner and was doing it like when I was supposed to, this wouldn't be so bad, but all of these chests are full of bees. There's just bees everywhere. And none of them are the ones I want. Well, some of them are. I got a lot of diligent and noble drones. But it's not these two. And these are the two I need. I mean, once I can get purebreds of each, I'm cool. It's just, it takes so long to get there. But I'm gonna keep trying to do it. I know we don't have that many episodes left based on how many quests we have left, and they're relatively easy, and I'm not planning on getting too deep into those particular mods, so... But like I said, in between, I'll keep trying to do that. But like I said, I'll see the bees I'm doing. These, on this side is everything that's a hybrid. Everything on this side is a purebred. So, and I have them kind of separated-ish, so at least I can tell which bee is which, especially between Valiant and Cultivated. I know they're two different shades of blue, but they look so much alike. So I had to separate them so I know which one's which. But I'm getting a relatively good stock of the Diligent drones, and I'm getting a good stock of Noble drones. My question for you guys is, anyone who's done bees, is there an easier way to get more princesses for a certain type without just having to keep like interbreeding forest and meadow princesses until they change? Because my problem is, yeah, I'm getting a lot of these drones, but like for the industrious queen, I have to have a queen diligent princess, and I don't know how to get a queen diligent princess, which is the unfortunate thing, unless I just keep breeding and hope. Because it's such a low chance. It says it's only in a 10% chance if you breed a common queen and a cultivated drone. And it says it's supposed to get a diligent queen, but I think that's more like it's a 10% chance to just get a diligent anything. So I know you get queens when you breed a princess and a drone, so it's like I don't know. I had to put 2 more apiaries in. I'll show you the bee area so you guys see this a little bit. I put in 2 more bee apiaries over here. They have spawned so many flowers. It is ridiculous. And what I find kind of cool is when you have hybrids, they actually mix the bee colors that are in there. It's a little hard to see because I don't remember how many of these are actually interbred, but yeah, so you see that there's both light blue, common, well no, I think that was just common. No, that's forest. Forest the light blue, common is the white. The orange is noble, and then the purple is diligent. So, and it's turning night again. But I have quite a few going. It's just a pain in the butt to just keep doing this over and over, because you only get 1 princess per, and it gives you 2 drones, which is great. Every time I do this, I get 1 more drone from where I started. But the drone's not helpful. If I need... Ooh, did I actually... So, are you pristine? No, you're... Cultivated diligence. Okay. I'm trying to get more of these unwearies, because that's what I need to make the industrious. But I kind of sort of need a purebred if I want to make any sort of progress. So it's like, it's not the worst thing I've ever done. It's just like, it's a little time consuming just sitting here and cultivate a common. We'll do that. It's just a little bit of a pain in the butt to just sit here and wait. But you know, like I said, it's not the worst thing, and it's just waiting. So as I'm doing other stuff, I'll just do those 2. It's not really that bad. Ooh, another diligence. So it's just sitting here, just throwing them back in there as I go, and hoping for the best. Okay, I gotta make it daytime so that they can actually work. Not all of them are the nighttime bees, so... Let me separate these guys real quick. I'm running out of space yet again. Alright, diligence, common, cultivated, and then common meadows. Okay. Now let's sleep, and then I'll show you what I did quest-wise. Just show off a little bit. So I did more of the don't stop quest. I did the rest of the creepers. It did blow up once. I'm okay. I just learned not to stand so close to the gap where I'm killing them. And then the spiders are interesting to do, and the reason why is because spiders climb walls. They don't fall to the ground. Where am I going to prison? So this is how I have it set up. I learned that if I'm doing creepers, I can't actually stand in the hole. This is too close. This is just far away, so I had to stand here and do it. The spiders, on the other hand, once I turn the switch on, I gotta go round back. Because what they do is they'll climb up to this corner, and this is the only time I can hurt them. And I actually had to put this, like, stained wood, the wood slab around so that they wouldn't spawn on top of them and just climb out, because the first time I turned them on, it's like I turned it on and then it hit the realization of, oh, the spiders can get out. So I turned it off and went outside, and the spiders were just, like, pouring out of the top, and I'm like, that's scary. So when I have it on, I just do it here. But it's not so bad. I've done 13 out of the 1024, but remember, I've also done 512 plus 128. And I used the, because you have to have a broken mob spawner, I used the broken mob spawner from the spider spawner that we found episodes ago underground. I happened to find it again. I don't know where it is now, but I happened to find it again and I broke it and I got it. Which is great. The downside is, though, is I have a blaze spawner in my system, but I don't have wither skeleton, enderman, or ghast. And I need broken spawners for those. That means I need to go out and find spawners, because those aren't craftable. But I think maybe the easiest thing for that would be to go to the nether. And, hey, buddy. To go to the nether and just find blaze spawners and break them, since I don't necessarily need any blaze rods anyway, so it's not going to be the end of the world. But I will do that off camera, because that's a pain in the butt. And I have talked so much about things being a pain in the butt, so we're just going to go ahead and claim the quests that we have done. I've also quickly did some of the transmit receive speed upgrades, because those are super easy. Why not? I will say, and this is just how the default of the mod is. This has nothing to do with Mr. Dreams or anything like that, but the default of the mod for refined storage is a max of 48 blocks, I mean. So it's full of range upgrades. There's no, like, double upgrade. There's no nothing like that. As far as I can tell, it only goes up to 48 blocks. So I can do it from anywhere in my house, which isn't bad. And if you did this pack when you're kind of having everything in the center of stuff, that's not bad whatsoever. It's just I decided to have everything kind of spread out. I also did decide to bring some more villagers home because it's easier to trade with them here. So I brought all of the apiarist villagers. I have 3 of them. They also somehow pushed the archaeologist into the corner, so I'm not sure if they're bullying him. But he's there now. But they're easier to trade. I can get more combs here if I need more honey, and then I can use them to get the proven frames, which is what I've been getting from them. They last a long time, so it's not a big problem, but I was just like, recently I need it. I am afraid of them escaping, though, so I turned one of the levers over here, and I just left that one on the inside, but closed the door. So, I was afraid they would come upstairs and then try to leave that way, especially because I've had a zombie problem as of late. I don't know why. Probably because I have nothing lit up. But yeah, I didn't want them to turn into zombies, but I didn't want to have to travel to the village every time. I know it's just TPing, but I don't wanna. Anyway, I think for this episode, I'm gonna open up these. We are gonna see if we can try and finish, or at least get mostly through the rest of the Digital Age chapter. Since the wireless crafting and all that only goes up to 48 blocks, I'm not super, like, focused on this as much as I thought I was going to be. I mean, we already finished that part anyway, but it's just like I don't have a purpose for any sort of automation and that sort of thing, but I'm going to craft it because it's a quest, which is never always a bad thing, so let's make a wireless fluid grid. You guys know I'm a completionist, so it's like I have to craft it. I have to. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh. Learning things. Okay, I didn't make enough of these, and I didn't make any of these. Okay. I did make sure I should have enough of the machine casings that hopefully I won't need to make any more, because that is also a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's really just waiting. I have this thing against waiting. I just want it done now, but I also don't want to automate anything. It's a weird dilemma that I have. Alright, so we did that. Next thing is, how about we go down to the left and kind of do this like a book, is the storage monitor. Storage monitor. Now, one day I promise, I will learn how to completely use this mod and utilize it to its max usage. Sure. But today's not that day. I will do it one day. But I don't have the purpose. If this was probably later on in the pack, ooh. Might I just make like 4 of each of these so I don't have to keep making them? 2, 3, 4. If this was earlier on in the pack, I think I would have been a little bit more interested in it, simply because maybe it would have been more helpful. But I do understand why it is where it is because it's when you're doing ages, it's kind of the last thing you hit is digital. The only other thing is possibly is more like space exploration, but that wasn't the point of this pack. The point of this pack was just getting to a digital age, so I'm quite happy with where we're got. And it, like I said, the one thing I'm having struggles with is bees, which is so so much earlier. What is it called? Portability? That's not the name of the thing. That's just the name of the quest. Portable grid. Okay. Okay, I need to make a controller again. That's easy. I need to make a fluid grid. There we go. Oh, that was a quest as well. Hey, I made a controller. You give that back. Thank you. I'm not crafting it again. Okay. Oh, we're definitely gonna finish this. This only took 3 minutes. I made sure I had pretty much everything, so that way I didn't have to sit here and go back and forth making the same thing a billion times. I didn't want to do that because that's like, you've guys seen it all, or most of it at least. So it's like there's really no point of me sitting here and getting quartz for the 6,000th time and so on and so forth. Pattern grid. Alright, from there we can make a crafter. Not the manager, just the crafter. Okay. And now a patter and a security guard. Does that mean, is that supposed to be pattern? I think it's supposed to say pattern. Yeah. Patter. That sounds fun though. I like the word patter. Security. Now I can only assume that the security card is so that people can't, like if this is on a multiplayer server, so that people can't steal your stuff, because that makes this pretty cool. Because like the last thing you want on it, I need 3. Why did I only have to make 1 if I need 3? I just wanted to make 3. There we go. Chapter complete. Woo! Okay, cool. Well, that was much faster than I thought it would be. Let's go ahead and claim all these quests together and open up potion crates. Ore crate, open, ore crate, Cool. And then a food crate. Ooh, fish sausage. I'm not so hyped about that one. But I'll put it in the fridge anyway. Woo! Okay, so we finished the digital age. I told you guys we didn't really have much left in this pack to do. Like I said, if we were completely exploring it, I know it would last much longer, but it's like, it's... Like I said, there's no point, at least in my opinion, to explore it entirely when, as soon as we finish it, we're done with the series. So, Maybe another time. I'm not complaining. I hope you guys aren't complaining. We'll see. So it looks like the only things that we have left in this pack is everything to do with these boats, which is from the More Boats mod. So that whole thing. I think that also... Is this still More Boats? Yeah. So, where'd it go? Alright, so the entirety of the questline for More Boats. And then we have the entirety of the questline for airships, which is from Visecraft. Visecraft? I'm gonna go with Visecraft. So... But again, I don't think these will take us that long, so I'm going to leave that till next episode. And I think for the rest of this episode, let's just do some more bees. Let's just check up on our bees. There's no harm in looking at the bees. Well, let's sleep first, actually, because they don't do their work in the night unless they're nocturnal. Which I know you could also breed them for. Like, there's this bee... diurnal, which I think means it works in both day and night, so it's not just nocturnal. They steadfast drones. I don't know if like you just breed them with them and it just makes them that way and doesn't also make them a steadfast drone or a steadfast. Like I don't know if that's just a normal bee. I don't. Steadfast. It is a normal bee. There is no way to craft it. So I guess that might be something that you want to make princesses out of. I don't know. I don't know anything. I hope you guys know, because I do not. Let's just go stare at the bees real quick and see what's up. Let's see if we got anything interesting this time around. I don't know if they're all even done cooking. Alright, we got some more unweary. Let's see if we got any purebred. Nope, that's not. Okay, so that's still giving us... We'll throw it back in there and hope that it makes us. So that's still giving us mixed breeds. This one was not super important because it was just plain cultivated. That one's not important. I'm being shot at! Ah! I really need to light this place. Ow! But I don't wanna. Because that ruins the mood of the night. Alright, so I'm not gonna put that one back. This one's winter only. I don't know why it's so cold right here. But you see it's cold. Apparently it's just that closer to that mountain, even though this one technically is, but it's not cold. Alright, this one doesn't matter. That one's still cooking. Ooh, these are the diligent ones, so that's the ones that we're really focused on. Yeah, that's pristine. I'll throw these just to keep making them, I guess. Alright, what about you? Ooh, noble. That's important. So like I said, I have the noble and the diligent, like, I have them purebred now, which is great. It's just getting, like, the princesses. I don't know how to get more princesses. Ooh, that made a lot of bees. Ooh, this has more noble. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't look at that many tutorials, I will admit, but I looked at one, and... Alright, here's my thing, too. I've thought about this for a while, and I don't know if I'd ever be able to execute it right, but I was like, sometimes when I'm looking up tutorials, the people that make the tutorials, I thank them greatly for what they do, but sometimes they do it based on the hope that you're doing the mod with also another mod. So it's like I looked up how to do bee stuff, and the person who was doing the tutorial was great, very clear, but they were showing me how to automate the bees, which I was like, that's pretty cool, but they're showing me items that are not in this pack, and I don't know if it's because it's just either a different version of forestry, or if it was like from a different mod. I don't know, I was just confused, because I'm like, I don't have any of that. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know how to do anything, so... That or it's like the tutorials are like 3 hours long. I need more honey. I don't know. I'll see if I could do some more research in between episodes. Well, yeah, a little bit in between episodes. I also want to pretty up this world up a bit before we leave it. Because I know I promised, or I was talking about before, I wanted to build like some pretty roads and spruce it up with some more trees. I don't know if I want to put any more buildings. We pretty much have what we have. The only thing I would build, and this is like, I'm not going to build it, but I think the only other thing I would add to this place is like more of a village taste. So I was actually thinking, like, before I brought those villagers home and just kind of shoved them in the basement, that I would, hello, that I would build, like, a little, like, cove over there on the other side of the, wall and ravine, and put some villagers in there. It was just having to wall them in was the issue. But I was also thinking of, like, every building that we have, for the most part, has a really big purpose and stuff, and kind of building a village when I don't even really need to visit the villagers, except once every time I need just one thing. I didn't want to do that. But what I do want to do is, like, you see I have this path leading down to, like, the garden, and that's all it's leading to, is I want to build some, like, more simple paths going to the simpler buildings, and then somehow get those, I don't know, kind of merge it to where they're more industrial-like as they get to more complicated buildings. Now, from there straight to here, because I know that's the path I will be running, I am not going to run a full circle just to come to here. That might be just straight up, like, a very quick, what's the word for it? It's like a merge or a melding of the roads, but I think it's something I want to do, just to pretty up the place a little bit so it's less buildings randomly placed and more cohesive. I like it when buildings are cohesive. And that was the word I was looking for earlier. But we're at the end of this episode, so I'll stop rambling. I'll leave the rambling for the next episode. So, if you guys enjoy this, please let me know down in the comments below. I always greatly appreciate it. And if you have any, like, tips, tricks, or anything like that, I also appreciate that. Like I said, if you know any more ways of getting, like, more princesses, or if the only way to get more princesses is using other princesses, like, just keep combining the forest and meadows just to keep getting other bees, that sort of thing. Or if I just need to go out, I know one of the things I read is, like, just keep going out with the scoop and just keep finding more and more hives. And I'm like, that's a lot of finding hives, but if that's the only way to do it, that's what you gotta do. So I'll try my hardest to finish it, because we are honestly just that close to getting the bees that we need. It's just, like I said, it's a little time consuming to do it, but, you know, it might be worth it. It's worth it if you're going to keep doing these afterward. I think what's stopping me, I'm rambling, but I'm not going to stop talking. I think what's making this difficult to do, excuse me, is that, like, if I was making this complicated apiary or alveary to keep making more bees, it'd be worth it, because then I'd need more bees and stuff like that anyway. But I'm not. I'm not even going to make the alveary. I'm just getting some of the basic parts. But I want to do it because I do want to do it because it shows that I can. I know you guys know that I can, but I want to prove it and that sort of thing. And I mean, like I said, it's not that bad. It's just, meh. I'll shut up now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!